Hello gallery. Goodbye museum. Can you pipe down? Some very interesting lychee formations. Just in time for a poo. I really got to stop saying this. Ooga chaka, ooga, ooga, ooga chaka. Man, my ass is swollen. Will we do it? Tune in. I mean, you're already tuned in. Just saying. Don't quote me on that. Why would you quote me on that? So here we are. It is Tuesday the 9th of January. It is currently snowing in the UK, but as you might have been able to guess, I'm not in the UK. I've come back to the Canary Islands, specifically Lanzarote, affectionately known as Lanzagrotte by a lot of UK people. And I'm here to continue on my GR131 journey. I'm a glutton for punishment. I thought, I am drinking way too much water right now, so let's go and do another section of the GR131. Don't really know what to expect. Again, hard ground, wind, not many places to camp, very little water as per, but we're just gonna see what happens. Join me. So the GR131 starts in a place called Orzola. It's very small, not an awful lot here. A couple of restaurants. But if you get a late flight, it's really difficult to get here. So I ended up paying a small fortune for a taxi, which wasn't ideal, but when you land, you just don't want to be fannying around. So make sure if you want to get a bus, you plan for that. I love that part of the day when you pick up your pack and you think, wow, I really nailed my pack weight, and then you remember you've got to go and get 3+ litres of water because you don't know when you're ever going to see water again. So far it's nice. I'm back on a little road bit. I'm walking on the road because otherwise I've just got to walk through this sort of volcanic sand, which is just sapping my energy. I don't know what I was expecting with the temperature because it's going to be very warm again. And yes, once again I've brought a puffer jacket, which I think was maybe an oversight unless it gets cold in the evening. 20k would be good, Teguise would be good. I mean, it's a town, right? You say these things and arrive and it's nothing. Let's see. Next stop, Maguez, I think. Yeah. Sort of, and then over on those bits. There's a breeze coming off the sea that's absolutely bliss. So peaceful. This guy. I'm going. Jesus. No croissant, but I did get a coffee, so I think they actually do croissants, but I'm gonna go to the next town, Harrier, for like something proper to eat and then just have a few snacks because I didn't feel like eating. This hill coming out of Magwes is a bit of a swine. It's like kind of washed out. So the plan is, I think, to get some lunch in Teguise, because I'm not hungry. Teguise is quite big, so I'm going to have loads of options, and I'm just feeling it, so I just figure crack on before I sort of fill my belly with food. Yeah, just really feeling pretty good, like temperature's alright, got water, just had a coffee, so that's covered. Can you pipe down? Okay, little tip, learn from my mistakes. If you're doing the GL131, don't stop in Magwes, carry on to Harrier, because there are way more options. There's like 2 supermarkets, loads of cafes, it's nice and shady, there's loads of places to sit, it's generally really nice. I'm not stopping because I've already stopped and I'm just going to push on, but I should have carried on to here. But there you go, lesson learned. Hello gallery, goodbye museum. I'm at the section of the map where the elevation is just a huge lump, but then after that it should be, you know, fairly straightforward. So I've just got to smash this bit out, and then like the rest I really got to stop saying this, the rest should be all downhill, but as we know, that's very rarely the case. Nevertheless, feeling pretty good. It's not too steep, it's just sort of long and slow. You're at the hottest part of the day, which I just love doing on these islands. I just wait until we get to the hot part, and then that's when I'm like, right, let's find the hardest bit of the trail. So just got to get this bit out of the way, and then hopefully we're home free. Pretty good. I've seen worse views. So the plan is to get to Teguise, I think. I don't know how far it is, how long I've got, how many hours. Just gone lunchtime. I don't have any food apart from nuts and M&Ms, peanut M&Ms. So a very nut-based lunch. So I just think get to Teguise and then have something decent to eat, and then keep going. I think have a substantial break in Teguise, keep walking, and then find somewhere to camp. And I've actually heard that the GL131 isn't even the best hike on Lanzarote. I can kind of believe that, because you go for, like, I really dig it, I quite like the landscape, but a lot of people think it's kind of a bit barren. But I think it's nice. Look, I've got the ocean over here. We've got the ocean over here. It's nice. A nice cool breeze. Seems to be fairly good options in terms of like towns and stuff, places to resupply, get water. It's nice. 2.3 kilometers to Teguise. And then on to San Bartolome. Probably absolutely killing the pronunciation of that, but giving it a go. That's all you can ask for. Look at this soil. It's volcanic rock. They farm this. It's incredible. It's like the whole island is this. Impressive. We did it, Joe. You're gonna be president of the United States. Well, I mean, not that extreme, but we made it to Teguise. Not a great deal going on at the moment, but I'm gonna get a cerveza at the first opportunity. Oh boy, it's gonna be good. Well, we had some nice dinner in Teguise, Bravas Canary Islands, which is basically quite crunchy potatoes covered in mayonnaise and sriracha sauce. It sounds really basic, but goodness me, it was very delicious. So now we're heading to San Bartolome on a quest to find somewhere to sleep. Will we do it? Tune in. I mean, you're already tuned in. Find out in a few seconds. Look at this. This is perfect. I might just carry on until I'm finished. It's great hiking. Had a really good night's sleep. The one problem with not camping in that location is that it was very sandy. I've woken up this morning with just sand all over my tent, and then when you roll it up along with the sort of condensation, it's more sand. So I'm carrying, I don't know, maybe like a kilogram of sand and water. So we need to air the tent out at some point. Coming up on San Bartolome, just in time for a poo. Wizard. Well, that was San Bartolome. Didn't really have a proper look around, but a couple of a couple of mini markets and very small markets for water and a few bits and pieces. Some okay coffee spots. But yes, pushing on. I feel slightly behind schedule if I'm gonna have a big day. So we will push on. It's getting very warm. So the route takes you round this sort of mountain, which you can skip, but I thought I'm not on a walking holiday to cut corners. So basically it just sort of takes you around here, which is nice, but then you get all of this, which is gross. So can't say if I recommend it or not. I'll see how I feel at the end. Whoops. You need to stop drinking in the day. I think you just kind of basically go round these volcanoes a little bit, and then I think the next place I'm sort of hoping to get a bit of food or drink is Connell, I think. My arse is giving me a lot of jip. I've got really bad chafing. Other than that, everything seems to be working okay. Well, that's Tias in the distance. You can kiss my Tias. And then, as you can see, Connell is 1.9 kilometers. The plan is to go to Uga, which I think is about 5 kilometers. I'm not sure. I'll have to check that. But it's up one big hill, and then it's all downhill from there, I think. I meant 3.8 kilometers, basically 5 kilometers. It's kicking my ass a little bit. I'm nearly at Uga. I don't know where I'm going to stay. It's 4 o'clock. But between like Uga and Playa Blanca, there's not many places to camp by the looks of it. So, it's going to be a bit tricky. I'm really glad I've reached these bunkery things, and I put the drone up and do some really cool aerial photography, but it's like you can fly in about 1 square meter of Lanzarote. So bringing the drone was maybe not a good idea. I can fly in La Blanca, so I'll make the most of it. See the sea. That's the end. I don't think I'm going to make it all the way to the end tonight, because it would mean I have to pay for a hotel, which is going to be super expensive at the moment. I've checked. So I think I'm going to do another wild camp. So wild camping just always adds another level of stress to a hike, doesn't it? Because you walk past somewhere, you think, oh, that would be ideal, and then you're like, well, it's another 2 hours before it gets dark, and I want to just sit there. So I'm coming up to Uga now. I'm going to get to Uga Chaka, Uga, and maybe get some food. If not, just buy some water and stuff. And then I think just push on and see what presents itself. Frustratingly, I feel better than I have done all day. I've had a really crummy day, to be honest, like just struggling a little bit, and I've had to take loads of breaks. I've not eaten properly, so it's been a bit of a slog, but now like I could easily finish it, but I've got the accommodation situation to deal with. Ooga chaka, ooga, ooga, ooga chaka, ooga, ooga. Lads, you've got to sort the signs out here. It just says A. It's not helpful at all. So 15 more to go. I'm not going to finish. There's just nowhere to stay in Playa Blanca. So just got to find somewhere to pitch up. Not sure if I'm going to be able to pitch the tent here. this is like the coolest terrain. Like I've seen reviews of the GL131 in Lanzarote that sort of says, oh, it's really barren and it's really Mars-like, and like I don't know how often anyone else gets to like walk on Mars, but I live in central London, so this is pretty cool for me. It's made of pyroclastic deposits, which is so cool. I'm totally geeking out. When I was a kid, I was obsessed with pyroclastic clouds, so this is pretty cool. I really enjoyed this last bit. It's been a tough day, but it's just winding down. Yeah, I'm really loving it. I think maybe it's like so much cooler in the evening, but being January, you just don't get a lot of sunlight. It gets dark at 6, but from about 4 to 6 is when it's so nice to hike. Like, it's just perfect, nice and cool. You're not being absolutely brutalized by the sun. Okay, I don't know if you can see me, but it's prime. Find a spot to set up a tent time. Sun's just about to go down, and soon not even I will be able to see a good place. Okay, bye. So that was an interesting night. Carried on past Uga and then got to Yeza, and then we're sort of looking for somewhere to camp around Yeza because I've met a guy who said that's where he camped, and just couldn't find anywhere, so just carried on walking up into the hills and then found this rocky spot, and it was okay, and it just got really windy. My tent would not stay up, so I collapsed my tent and just slept on my tent. It wasn't the best night's sleep I've ever had, but I saw the most amazing shooting star I've ever seen, easily the best one, so that was good. And now we're just on the last 10k to go, so I'm gonna just enjoy it. Let's go. 7 mother-loving k to go. What do we reckon? Las Brenas coffee option? I think it's unlikely. Okay, no coffee. So on we go. There she is, boys. Playa Blanca. God damn, I ain't seen a more beautiful sight with my own sore eyes and anus. Fairly easy gravel path to Playa Blanca. Not much to see. Some very interesting lychee formations have formed on the rocks, which is actually amazing. Rollin', man, my ass is swollen. Keep them doggies rollin', rawhide. I love it when you get into the city, everybody's like looking at you as if you're a complete alien. Everyone's just like, what is this guy's story? Well, here it is, the spiritual ending place of the Lanzarote leg of the GL131. It's a holy place. It's a spa. Yeah, you finish up in one of the best spas in the world. If you go inside, they give you your certificate. Feels a bit of a anticlimax, so I'm going to go and dip my feet in the sea. This feels like an ending, doesn't it? After coming all that way, ending at a spa isn't really the best place. So I'm here, I've done it. 70 kilometers on the GR131. I finished.